without a distinct point of view or that dash of personality, it might just feel a bit bland, indistinguishable from all the other brands that are out there. Hello, welcome to another episode of Nourish Your Brand, your place for infusing zest into your business through branding. I'm Aiza, brand chef behind Studio Koya, and I'm here to dish out the tastiest brand food. I'm serving up everything your business craves so it can turn into a brand that you're super confident and super proud of. And we're going to be talking strategies, insights, and golden nuggets of wisdom to nourish your brand to attract and connect with your dream clients. So let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about salt. So the unassuming but super important ingredient when you make your food and you want to make it delicious. So the branding equivalent of salt is your point of view. It's the thing that brings the personality into your brand. You've got your pot of soup like simmering in front of you, like it looks good, it might even like smell really good, and then you taste it and you're like, something's missing, something's bland, it's a little bit forgettable, it's not as amazing as it smelled. So that's where the salt actually comes in. It instantly elevates the flavor, and now you can think about your brand in the same way without a distinct point of view or that dash of personality. It might just feel a bit bland, a little bit blending into the background, indistinguishable from all the other brands that are out there. And that's not what we want, is it? Incorporating your unique personality and your point of view into your brand is like finding that perfect amount of salt for your soup. So it enhances it, it brings depth to it, and most importantly, it leaves like a really good, memorable taste in the mouth. That is the same for your brand. So it brings that ness into your audience, into your clients, and they are like, oh yeah, that tastes good. I remember you. So embracing the seasoning, the point of view will make all the difference to your brand. In my business, if you don't know already, I bring a food point of view into my branding. So I talk about branding through food. It makes it fun, it makes it memorable, and it has made all the difference in the world for my business. At first, I was a little bit worried that it might have been a little bit confusing. It might be like, oh, why are you talking about food and then talking about branding in the same breath? And actually, instead of it being confusing, it had made it memorable and actually engages people. It really engaged my audience and we're like, oh yeah, you're the one that talks about food and branding in the same breath. It's really fun and I remember you. So the salt or the point of view makes you special. It adds character to your brand. It makes you stand out, and that's what you need in the world of branding nowadays. So without the distinct flavor, without the essence of who you are, without this salt, your brand risks becoming bland, a bit, it's fine, but a bit meh, a bit forgettable, so you won't stand out, and then your clients won't notice you. We want people to connect and we want people to notice you so that they can interact and they can get to know what you do and the amazing things that you offer. So how do you find the perfect amount of salt? It starts by not being afraid of adding in that little extra special something, right? What is it that makes you unique? Ask yourself, like, what are your passions? What's quirky about you? What do your friends say about you that makes you really interesting, really unique? What stories are there? How did you build your brand in the first place? There might be something in there that you can take and use as your salt. So again, my example was food, right? Like I love food. So that's what I've used. That's what I've leaned into. That's what I've mashed together to create my really unique point of view. So there might be something that you have in your life that you can take that's completely different and not even relevant to the business that you run. And when you bring it into your business, it makes something super unique. So you mix it in and then it makes you stand out. It attracts the clients and they love what you bring to the table. And remember, the goal here is to go from a bit meh to actually being memorable. So when you do this, balance is key. Too little, your brand kind of fades into the background and you're not bringing enough and people aren't really recognizing what the uniqueness, what your point of view is too much, and you risk overwhelming your audience and making it confusing. So I've had that a little bit in my business. I pushed it a little bit too far, so now I've dialed it in, or actually just started to talk about and clarifying where my point of view comes from really helps the audience understand what you do and not confuse them. So it's about seasoning to taste until your brand personality shines and then resonates deeply with the people who come across it and who experience what you do and really connect with you. So there we have it. That's a pitch of wisdom to make your brand irresistibly you. If you ever need a guiding hand on figuring out what your salt is or how much of it that you should be incorporating into your brand, I help you do just that in my signature offer, the Brand Kitchen, and I'll revamp your branding into something perfectly seasoned for you as well. So if that's of any interest, feel free to reach out. If you liked the show, if you want to hear more about how you can nourish your brand and want to get new episodes straight into your inbox, sign up to the spread, which is my email newsletter, and that's at studiokoya.com/newsletter, and Koya is spelled Coya. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode, and I shall chat to you soon.